Yo, I don't even know how to do this for real. I don't know if this gonna get any views or anything. It's kind of gonna start. Um, how do I start, bro? Like, I don't know how to really start this. Cause I just start talking. I don't really know what to talk about, bro. Just so much be on my mind, bro. You know, high school, 12th grade, about to graduate in a couple weeks. It just, I don't know. I really wouldn't even count this as me trying to make content. It's just me to kind of talk about what I'm going through. It's all my fault too. Can't blame no one but me. But what I want to talk about was, I'm graduating. I'm gonna become a grown man. I don't have any of my graduation materials. Still have to pay my senior fee. Um, I really don't have anything set up for it right now. I have 4 more weeks. I don't have a job. Life's been kind of stressful, man. Can't lie. Life's been really stressful. Um, I really want to keep this about one topic to keep it one video, one video, one video. But I have so much just spiraling on my head. I want to talk about it all at once. Can't really. Where do I start? I want to, not only do I have, you know, keep on topic, but I want to say my name. I'm gonna keep my name hidden. Hopefully, my real life friends find this. If I still have friends by then, if I'm still here, still healthy, still good. I want to kind of like leave these, you know, kind of show people what's going on mentally, or kind of help people to relate if they're going through the same thing in high school. They kind of felt, left out, lonely, don't know what's going on. Social media kind of dry. You have friends, but you know, y'all don't talk much. Or whatever the case may be. My case was, I was, starting to make friends. It's getting my good reputation out there, and one day it just all fell down. And what I want to talk about today was making friends is really important, even if you don't think it is. Even if you think you can do it by yourself. You have your moments. My moment was I was gaining friends and became really really insecure within myself, and I wanted to get away from those people, not knowing those people were my friends for real. And I want to say I could talk to them because you know you really can't. I want to say you can't talk to no one, but really talk to people you actually trust, not people that you just met. 17, I'm still learning. So, but I cut off a lot of those friends, not knowing how that's gonna affect me in the future. And that was the sophomore year. My sophomore year, I had a lot of friends. I wouldn't say I had anything going on for myself, but I had people to call, had people to text, had people to rely on. Hey, like, you want to hang out? Yeah, we can go hang out. I wouldn't say I have right now all those friends, but I got cool two friends. It's just I'm cool with. That's cool. That's all right. But sometimes I kind of, I don't know if it's my earlier years, my younger years. It's just me wanting to meet new people. Man, like I wouldn't say it hurts, but man, I definitely feel something walking past the old friend. My nose is a little bit runny. I'm not crying or anything, but it definitely does hit different. Not knowing you used to make jokes and friends, not friends but jokes. Chill out, hang out with your homeboy. Next thing you know, you walk past them and you guys are keep your head to your phones or keep your head to the wall, trying to look far away as you can from them, as if you know. But stuff like that just really kind of proves that friends are important, if you ask me. And real friends, fake friends, you can tell if they're fake if you don't feel anything with you guys. Stop talking, or not stop talking, but once you guys stop hanging out, you kind of can't tell the difference. It's still always the same. It's fucking AI, but you know what my problem was? Cutting off a lot of those friends. Unfollowing them, not knowing unfollowing people on social media really actually means something. I don't know why it didn't mean anything, but at the time I just thought it meant nothing. And so, I kind of cut all them off, even unfollowing, my own brothers. And, when I look back at it and then I had to follow them back, it kind of felt a little bit like, what the hell am I doing? I really don't follow my own brother because of my own insecurity. Want to be alone and want to not talk to no one because I got in my feelings or whatever about something. This bitch, like, that's female shit. Like, I'm glad I realized that now, but I wish I would have realized that sooner before I did all what I did. You know, I look back and remember all those good memories I had with them. Memories is always good to look upon. It's always good to make new things and whatever. But it kind of just affect me because I'm the reason, and it was a bad reason. You fucking fouling me, bro. But yeah, like, make those friends, bro. As much as you don't think about it, you might take them for granted. Because I did went from decent, popular, basketball, play basketball. A lot of my friends got most people knew me from basketball or me being funny, but I kind of lost all that once I hit my own insecurity. Once I wanted everyone to leave me alone, I think a lot of my old friends and peers can tell. Once they realized I was turning into that, was I wouldn't say emo, but definitely not what I wanted to be. If that makes sense. And now I look at it like I'm graduating. Not gonna have much people to cheer for me or have my family members. That's if even I'll get into it in another video or whatever. But even if I get to go to graduation, because I didn't go to prom, because I want to say I'm a loser, but you know, fuck it, I'm gonna just say I'm a loser now. That's okay to admit, bro. Most people they don't want to admit what they are. I'm gonna admit I'm a loser. But it's completely my fault. Like, I can't blame anyone but me. I had friends, but I chose for some reason. I chose to be alone, and the reason why I chose to be alone was I didn't think I was gonna be here for much longer. You know, it gets it's a serious topic, but I had thoughts of you know we we all don't have them, but a big majority of men do. But I handled it the wrong way. I was going through character development and not knowing how to treat it, not treat it, but handle it. And I handled it so wrong. I handled it the way you didn't want to. I handled it by completely isolating myself, even from my dad, my own brother, mother, everyone, cousins. And it's weird talking to him now because I made it awkward, and I kind of want to release all my feelings. I kind of like I can't lie. Like, I'm kind of already feeling better. I don't know if anyone's gonna hear these, but it kind of makes me feel good. Just listen to it. It doesn't even matter if I have a decent voice or whatever. You know, standards is sexy voice or whatever. Just kind of talking. Talking actually does make you feel better. Different for people, but it's making me feel a hell of a lot better, even if it's to no one. Just really letting it out my system, kind of telling you what it is. But back on the topic of high school, like, yes, friends is important. Friends is very important. Know how to make friends, know how to socialize, know how to do all this. And I can't be one to talk. Actually, I can be, I feel like I know how to make them. I just, why? Like, that was my mentality. Like, why would I make a friend just for them to make fun of me or make fun of my insecurity or whatever? And not knowing at the time, like, how to handle jokes. I really back at it like sophomore, like, was definitely my best year. My first semester, my second semester is when it all hell turned loose. All hell turned loose. And this is, I'm gonna foreshadow my next video. It's probably gonna be today because I definitely will keep talking. But don't isolate yourself with just a girl, bro. That will you will end up in a shitty situation, a situation that you don't want to be in. Even if that girl's the best girl in the world, you still don't want to do that. Nobody can be around the same person every day, every single day. Yeah, you have one best friend, but you talking to multiple people every day, so you don't get that same feeling. But if you're talking to one person every single day, you're eventually gonna get tired of each other, and that's what happened. I'm not gonna get too much into it. That's a bucket. Fuck, losing. But what else do I want to talk about? You know, high school relationships, sports, sports, extracurricular activity. You might think this lame, whatever. You might think I don't want to. Your insecurities is stopping you. Do it, bro. Do it. Bro, people when people make fun of your insecurities, they are joking. It's a joke. I couldn't and I couldn't take that at that time. Like at the time I was my sophomore year. Sophomore year was a big year for me. That was my best and worst year all in one. Give me that. Fuck. But really once that second semester hit, bro, it was different. Like I started skipping. I went to alternative school for getting a lot of trouble. It was me trying to separate from my friends, me trying to get away from my friends, not knowing that they were real friends. They were actually there for me. And people actually do miss and people do see you. If you was to go missing for 5 days, people would notice. People would notice. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. So wait a minute. I don't think I'm gonna re-listen to this just because I really hate my voice. Like, but I'm really hoping there's nobody I know in real life just finds this. But I'm really